On this gloomy day, I've been wondering about what will wheelchairs look like in 5 years, 10 years. What will we have especially in the next 10 years? We have progress in so far in speed, in motor strength, types of batteries, seating. You have wheelchairs in which you can stand now. There's so many changes, and they're coming very quickly. So hello everyone, my name is Lisa, and this is World Wheelchair Warriors. And here we talk about everything wheelchairs, especially resources and safety, skills of different kinds. So stick around. And today is Wheelchair Tech Friday, so we're going to talk about technology, of course. Sometimes we have pieces of news about technology and advancements in wheelchairs. Sometimes we talk about the wheelchair itself and about skills, about things you can add, things you can take off, So all of that is on Tech Friday. So today we're talking about the progress of wheelchairs, and a new wheelchair has hit the market. So I want to talk about the Kim E wheelchair today, and who can use this wheelchair and who cannot, and if they are open and willing to play ball with insurance companies. Some companies are not. They just want, their wheelchair to be on the market and for us to purchase it. But these new wheelchairs, the problem is, in the attempt to put these on the market without playing ball with insurance companies, is that they cost $20,000 to $35,000, and so it will not be, widespread. There's many of us who cannot afford something like this. This new wheelchair, the Kim E, which I will put a image here, it's very interesting. They want to call it the invisible wheelchair. And, you can see why. You can partially stand and you can change your elevation of the wheelchair. And, so it's good in that sense. I wouldn't call it invisible because it's still there. We still have to manage it. And this wheelchair, for what I can see, the model will be limited to those who have core strength. What we know is core strength. As somebody who doesn't have core, they would not be able to handle this wheelchair. And I think the creators know that. I'm sure they're working on other styles to address that. That's my hope. But But, as wheelchairs continue to progress, it is really hard to know what's coming around the corner next. And that's just what we have to wait and be patient about. I think it's important to raise our voices to let them know what we really need on the market, and for them to play nice with insurance companies so we can have access to these type of wheelchairs, because without, like, say, the Segway wheelchair that everybody knows, the Omeo is another type that's very similar to this Kim E. That's not a company, and I talked to them a little bit, and they said they didn't have any intention of connecting with insurance companies. They just wanted to put their wheelchair out there, and for those that hopefully needed it and could afford it, would purchase it without insurance. So, that's a little, those are the shortcomings right now on the market. It is difficult to play all the politics and the requirements that insurance companies put out there for the new creators that are out there. So it's the insurance companies' policies and procedures, and then it's the creators' need for being creative and not wanting to jump through all the various loops. And one of the various loops the insurance companies put out there is safety, durability, So, it's so much that the creators have to jump through that they just avoid altogether insurance companies, or private insurance companies, and Medicaid. So, Medicare is going to say, well, that doesn't look safe, so then they have to go through the hoops of showing off their wheelchair and showing to Medicare that it is safe. And then the cost, Medicare is going to slice the cost in half or even less. So, and then that's a big loss for the company. And they put a lot of money into their first creation, and they would never recover their funding if they went all in to insurance companies. So those are the hoops. Those are the sad stories of, creating something new. That's what slows down, us having access to it. But I think once they prove themselves over and over again for it to be safe and for it to be viable for those in need of wheelchairs, then, they might get used to seeing it. They might get used to, so it's like the various cars that come out in the different styles, and, the market kind of says, well, you don't know about this car, but then people buy it and get used to it, like it, and then the market accepts it as part of the fleet per se, and the economy. So that's what happens to wheelchairs, I think, as well. That people have to get used to what they look like. Is it safe? Can they prove that it's safe? Blah blah blah. And once they recover their investment, then they can stretch out a little bit and see if an insurance company would be willing to support them and allow people with private insurance companies to look into this wheelchair if they fit the criteria. Because I'm telling you right now, as I see the design, only people with core strength would be able to handle a wheelchair like this. So that is what is happening with technology today. A new wheelchair is at the market, and I think that all of that is good for us, as long as people can afford it, people have access to it. And sometimes the company doesn't feel like they will ever recover and won't be able to make a profit if they go the insurance route. So, and that's where it hits us the most, unless you are very savvy with your money and you can save and save and save and save until you're able to purchase it on your own. So, congratulations to the company, Kim E. It looks like a very cool wheelchair, and I'm hoping the best of luck for all of you, that it continues to start to get into the market, and that we are able to see it, maybe test it out for some of us, and that you might be considering looking into insurance. So some of us, or a lot of us, can consider it. And because it's putting in some really cool features, the going up and down and stuff like that, but it's also imitating the skeletal formation, and you are partially standing. So that's a good position for us, because we spend a lot of time seated, and that is hard on our nervous system, that's hard on our circulatory system, and so being able to partially stand is, a good, healthy position for us. But anyway, good luck for Kim E. Wheelchair system, and I'm hoping that you will, at this part of the video, I really want to invite you and thank you for coming by and spending those moments with me and listening about this new wheelchair that has hit the market. And if you want to look in other information about technology that's happening today, and probably tomorrow, in the next 5 years, feel free to look at these videos for other steps and other skills and resources that are out there. So thank you so much for stepping by. You know what to do with this. You know what I want you to do. So, so take care, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one.